we get the discount for senior citizens,
Income tax. Income tax, there is some exemption.
Become old. As it is not easy to become old, one has to spend at least 70 years to become old.
That's wonderful. That's a good one.
वो अकेला नहीं कर सकता. You'll need another person.
Yes,
You can't run all over the place.
Somebody wants to say.
Yeah, can I have
Yes,
a word?
please.
What happens in old age as you grow older, what you have been doing throughout the life, you are doing it under some kind of compulsion.
Yes.
And you are running after something. Your duties to perform, you have to do these things. And what happens? You are busy with a lot of things, which you may not really, you could have enjoyed something else. And when your perspectives change, so it's better to give up those old expectations and change your perspective, look at yourself and see what you really want.
I am very grateful because these lessons which I have learned from so many of you today is going to be applied in my life, and I will feel more encouraged being an old person. Thank you for this.
Let's feel young. Feel young.
Hello, can I have a word?
I am 77 years young.
Right. Why we
I'm not old.
We should not call old.
We are not old.
Yes.
Can I have a word?
That should be the spirit.
That's very nice.
77,
Yes, sir.
I am 90 years old, young. But I have an objection when you call,
You are the senior most.
I'm not talking about that, but what I'm trying to tell you, sir, I hate the word old man. I would not like, you see, I'm a medical man. If I have a patient, I don't ask him how old he is. I just ask him what is your age. You see, a man, a living being can never be old. A building can be old. Your anything that is, your cottage, your study or your jewelry may be old, but not an old man. If somebody were to tell me, here comes the old Dr. Kotla, I hate him.
My friend who is sitting by my side, he has said that I am 77.
Sunset is as glorious as sunrise. Sunset is as glorious as sunrise.
My friend who is sitting by my side, he said that I am 77. I am 74. But he says I am not old, I am young. For him I will recite only 2-3 lines. ए बुढ़ापे तेरी निशानी है हम, ये बुढ़ापे तेरी निशानी है हम, तीर गायब है कमान है हम, तीर गायब है कमान है हम, शक्ल से बूढ़े बूढ़े लगते हैं मगर दिल से जवान है हम. उम्र से बूढ़े बूढ़े लगते हैं मगर दिल से जवान है.
Hello. I want to have online.
We will have less music and more talk.
That be nice.
हेलो, 2 लाइनें सुनाना चाहूंगी. बड़ी मुश्किल से बालों में सफेदी हमने पाई है, बड़ी मुश्किल से बालों में सफेदी हमने पाई है, इसे पाने को आधी उम्र बिताई है.
Let us take 2 more comments and then proceed. Sir, up.
Hi, I am एक लाइन sir, old age के लिए. I think old is the gold age. Old age is the gold age. This is my one.
Sir, last comment. Last comment.
Now, my question is, what is the connection of these comments to the subject of this evening?
Let's hear that.
Importance of music.
Yeah, let's hear that. Sir.
Because I have brought disadvantages. Then I didn't want to start a subject with a negative note. So I thought I will ask from you in order to positivize myself about being old. And I am very grateful to all of you. The type of comments you have made, each one is gold, I believe. So what gold? So now I am coming to disadvantages, because when we talk about therapy, so basically, because we use the word very loosely, music therapy, I don't like that word music therapy, because it's not something like, in a sense, it is therapy. It is a disadvantage. It's certain deficiencies which are getting fulfilled by using music. That is what the real definition of it. So here when we say disadvantages, we have listed down so many metabolic, if I take a vote, I think, majority of us will be diabetic, and majority of us will be having some high blood pressure or something like that. And most of us must be having anxiety. And anxiety is nothing because we have weathered so many highs and lows in life. So many years we have got so much of experience. On one side experience is good, on the other side experience is not so good. So those experience governs on us, because the type of experience we have heard, and when we plan something, that experience is a baggage behind us and we are not able to run with that baggage. So we have certain disadvantages. So these are the disadvantages which I listed down. Loneliness, for instance. Loneliness is very, because many times the spouse goes off, one of the spouses pops off suddenly, and there is a loneliness. Suddenly you find a backbone. You don't know with whom you are going to communicate, because communication is a very, very important aspect of human life, and you don't have people to talk to. You don't have people to communicate your feelings, because with everybody you can't go and talk about yourself. Nobody is there to listen to you. They may be polite with you, they may be smiling at you, but they don't want to listen to you more than 5 minutes or something like that. So this is what the reality in old age. Because old age people, many people complain, if the person is a senior, he will go on talking. We are able to express something we have not expressed so far. That itself is a remedy for us. So now, if we list out these points, then these are the disadvantages. I am calling second childhood as a threat. Why I am saying? Because I am sure that most of us, we are going to have second child. We are not going to have our mother with us. The mother who has looked after us so well all these years. And you don't have a mother. Mother means what? Love. Because mother is a protector. She's the first person whom we meet when we are here in this world. So that's the biggest loss, the mother's love is not there. Then I don't know what sort of love we will not be having. Maybe some of us may be gifted because, we have good family and good people to look after and things like that. So, we are grateful to them and they love us, But at the same time, we feel certain loneliness because these sort of changes are there. They may appear very, very interesting, but the change is a change. And every change affects us, affects our normal routine, normal way of thinking, normal way of interacting, normal way of understanding, normal way of expressing. Everything is getting affected by the changes around us. And then values, we find, what was the value then, what is the value now. When I was a teenager, how I behaved. When my son is a teenager, how he behaves. Or my grandson is a teenager, how he behaves. You cannot compare that. You cannot find, how you lived, how your son is living, how your grandson is living. These are all the changes. Some of them may be acceptable for us, and many of them may not be acceptable for us. Suppose we are living in this world without accepting the changes, then what will happen? We will be like a square peg in the round hole. We will make more noise and it's very uncomfortable for all of us. So, what basically is the disadvantage? So I don't want to sort of feed you with the disadvantage. That's why we had a very positive reaction from you.